What were the emotions of today just like for you? Obviously, senior day, cutting down
Yeah.
a net, hanging a banner, just all of it.
All over the place, really. I feel like just for the game, I was excited to play. I mean, really just taking in the moment of it being my senior night, just grateful for everything that I've been able to do and just thankful for being able to play here. So that was really most of my emotions right there, was just being grateful and then just cutting down the nets. I mean, it's been a long time coming. From where we started when I first got here to now being one of the top teams in the ACC, you think about the journey, you think about the process that you've been through to get here. So that's kind of just where my emotions kind of just been all over the place.
Are you able to appreciate what you guys accomplished?
Definitely, definitely. Just this week in general, I've been able to appreciate so much, and just from the players that came before us to this team to how we just gelled together to have the season that we've had. I've definitely thought about it last night. I was up probably to like 1:30 just thinking of everything that we've been able to do so far.
Trent, when you first got here, is this something that you could have ever imagined? Like, is this what you thought the potential could be?
You always you always have the dream of you talk about it, about winning an ACC championship, things like that. But I honestly didn't know. With Florida State being known as a football school, just traditionally, I didn't know. I just trusted in the coaches though when they first came to recruit me. And this was kind of some of the stuff they would tell me that we could do with just my class and what I'd be able to accomplish here. And just looking back on it, it's crazy that they kind of called it back then.
Coach Ham talks about some folks want to go be a part of something that's already been done, and others want to build something. Do you feel like you and Terrence and others, of course, a lot?
Yeah.
Or do you feel like a program builder?
Definitely. Just with kind of like I was telling him, just with the pitch that the coaches was bringing to us when, they were recruiting us in high school. It was enticing because, you relate to Coach Ham and kind of his work ethic and how much hours he put into being a good coach, and you just kind of believe in the vision and you believe in his words, and he got through to us at a young age. Just to see where we are now, we would definitely feel like we were kind of program builders or changers, however you want to say it.
The accomplishment by itself is enough, but getting to do it for you on senior day with so many friends and family here, just what can you say about, does that even just add to everything?
It's like putting the icing on the cake, really. To have my family here, my niece and my nephew, my mom, my dad, just people from Chipley that some people I didn't even know, but just having them here to be able to spend this memory with me and this moment, I feel like that's something I'll cherish for a lifetime.
Trent, I know obviously you aren't done playing yet, but when you kind of reflect on your whole journey, not just here at Florida State, but starting out playing as a kid in Chipley, how significant is it what you've accomplished so far?
Very, very. I had to kind of give a speech to the team last night, and I was just telling those guys it's a very small town mindset in Chipley with kids not really getting out to see much, and you kind of get stuck there, and that was kind of my pitch to them about just me being thankful of how far I've made it, and I feel like that's just kind of what I've been able to do. And I do it for myself, obviously, but I try to do a lot of it for my people back home just so they can see it's other ways to kind of get out of there, to get out of that small town mentality, and that you can do all the things that you really dream of. So, it's been crazy just to think of, all the hours I put in back home, just waking up when my mom is waking up for work, getting up and going running. You think about all those things, the sacrifices that you made to kind of get to where you are, and I'm just appreciative of it.
You think it's going to be a challenge at all to celebrate this but move on?
Not really. I think we've done a good job all season of trying to handle or manage our successes, and I feel like definitely with us having a little break before our first ACC tournament game, I feel like we'll be able to kind of enjoy it for this time, and then once we get to next week, I feel like we'll be ready to make the next step and accomplish the next thing.
What did it mean for you to be the first person on the ladder?
On the what? On the
First
ladder?
person on the ladder.
A lot. It was an amazing feeling just to know that I'm kind of a leader on the team and be able to get up there and cut down the nets and do what hasn't been done in school history. With it being my last year and just being able to accomplish this, going up there, you get kind of the chills just because you see how far we came over these last few years.
How fitting was it the way y'all won with kind of the team first attitude that Coach Ham's built, just how many different guys really contributed to that?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, for me, I mean, while I was on the sideline, I was just grateful just of everybody on the team. And, I mean, even though, I mean, they were kind of joking about it in the back, I didn't score a lot. I was just like, it doesn't even matter for real. Like, I'm just so thankful that, I mean, I had these teammates that everybody can contribute. And, I mean, that's what makes me kind of successful at the end of the day. I mean, those guys are ACC champions just like me. So I feel like I was just living in the moment, just being grateful of those guys.
Coach Ham said you're an example of somebody that's not just an athlete. You know, when you consider what you accomplished academically and just socially. I know obviously that kind of thing starts with your upbringing, but why was it important for you to kind of be a comprehensive success here in your time at Florida?
Yeah, I would say a lot. Just the way my parents raised me, just to always be respectful. I mean, treat people with respect, and that was just how I was raised. How they treated me when I was coming up. Just treat people how you would want to be treated, and just each day, I mean, with my parents, that's all I heard is go to college, get your degree. I mean, that's something they'll never be able to take from me. That's what I heard just from my family, my mom, my dad, my aunts, my uncles, even my cousins. They really didn't care about what I was doing basketball-wise. And one of my aunties, she would always tell me, I mean, I don't care if you play another basketball game, but get your degree so that, I mean, you will be set for life. And that's just kind of where that came from. It's just from the way I was raised and the way my family kind of brought me up.
I know this answer might change in a couple weeks, but just as of now, when you reflect kind of on your career, do you have a favorite game or I don't know, something stand out?
I mean, honestly, probably today, for real. I mean, I've had a lot of other games, I feel like, but just being able to, I guess, see your hard work pay off for so long, just each year coming so close, and now we're kind of getting over that hump. I feel like that's my most memorable thing so far up until this point that I'll be able to cherish forever.
So speaking of, last year you made the ACC championship game, but didn't get the win. Is there anything from that as y'all move into Greensboro you're trying to take lessons from?
Yeah, I mean, just how the atmosphere will be, just how locked in we'll have to be. I feel like that's some of the major things that I'll be able to kind of help the younger guys with, just what to expect, things like that. But I mean, I feel like we'll definitely be ready for that.
Last question, please.
Trent, Leonard says that for him, the biggest thing is watching you guys enjoy it and maybe being a moment for you. Do you guys like watching him enjoy it? Does it mean something to see him in the way he is?
Definitely, and I feel like you guys kind of know this. I mean, he's not really going to talk about all that he's done and the work that he put in. I mean, he's a humble guy, so he's never really going to talk about what he's accomplished, things like that. But definitely for me personally, just being able to see kind of his progression over the last couple of years and all the stuff he's been able to accomplish, and he doesn't even really talk about it to us, but I know like inside, and once we kind of get just to a team by ourselves, he's gonna be a happy coach. And this was definitely something I wanted to help him get before I left here, and I mean even more the ACC championship, and then also making it to the Final Four and winning.
Okay, here we go.
Yep, thank you guys.
Congrats.
Thank you.